exclamation mark Macherino in the chat. And you can use code SL105 to add $1 for free to the prize pool. Ooh. As we have loaded in to game number 1 of our semifinals, no one lagged out. Honestly, I'm surprised. Oh boy. Pacomike telling the people to give water to their hamster that are powering their PCs. But here we go, spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Peruvian El Peruano, El Italiano. We have the Peruvian Zerg player. He is representing himself, currently teamless. It is Ryu. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the Mexican Protoss. He's blue, representing Team Alpha X. It is Pacomike. Boy, and I'm excited. This has become, over the past year, my favorite matchup to cast. ZVP. There's so much that can go on. But again, we were talking about it. Ryu, he's known for his Hydra Lurker Viper, and sometimes to his detriment. You know, sometimes he can be a little bit predictable, and he can be taken advantage of. The last time they faced, Pacomike did win 2-0 pretty handily. We'll see if he can do so again. Lightshade is a pretty interesting map. I'm honestly surprised that game number 1 is on Lightshade and it didn't get vetoed. The rush distance can be a little bit small, so you know, if the Zerg player wants to be aggressive, he can be incredibly aggressive across the map. But we are here. I'm really curious to see what the vetoes were actually. Whether Romanticide made it through, whether Death Aura made it through. I think famously these were maps that Ryu would show out on. Like he would allow through the veto process, and he would suffer because of it. Like they're Romanticide and Death Aura, they're pretty good for Skytoss. Pretty easy to defend and get up to 4 bases, but we're here, and things are slowly shaping up as we do have a Stalker first coming out for Pacomike. Pretty interesting that he isn't going for an Adept to go across the map and be a little bit aggressive. Instead, he's focusing more on making sure that Ryu is in the dark and that it's a little bit more difficult for Ryu to scout. We see why he is going straight into a Twilight Council, not going for a Stargate opening. Okay, honestly, I like this on Lightshade. Again, the rush distance by ground is quite short, so focusing on a ground army instead of trying to go into Void Rays, I appreciate this a lot from Pacomike. Really switching things up. Meanwhile, Ryu does sneak in with some slowlings. He scouts everything in the main, saw everything in the natural. He confirms that it is a Twilight Council opening, and he will be able to, oh my god, go back in to confirm. He sees the gases are being mined. He sees that there's nothing researching. Is that a tell? Because we do have a Dark Shrine on the way. Oh my god. That's the big question here. Ryu hasn't seen the Dark Shrine yet. If he wants to, he can dive in and sacrifice his Overlord to get a scout, which is a little bit risky. But again, he saw that there wasn't an immediate tech being researched, which may have tipped him off. At the moment, he doesn't have any detection though. There's no lair, there's no spore, and the Dark Shrine is about to finish. Okay, oh! He sees! Oh god, I was so worried. But the Overlord does dip in, doesn't risk its life, as the Stalker was out of position, and he does see the Dark Shrine. Immediately, we see the spores being thrown down in the main, in the natural, and the third base. He will have detection. He will not die to the DTs. He shouldn't die, I should say. It's still possible. As Pacomike is getting a War Prism out, so this is a lot more old school. You open up with a War Prism, you get some DTs. If there is detection and the DTs don't deal any damage, you can morph in some Archons and still be aggressive. And from here, I wouldn't be surprised if we see charge on the way. So for like, I don't know, some charge out Archons, we do have the Forge being thrown down for those upgrades for +1 melee. And yeah. God damn it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Why Paco always make DTs and he can do something with that? I don't know how he can do it. How he can do it.
Oh god, exactly. Like this detection, so the DTs shouldn't deal damage, but maybe he can do something. Oh,
Yeah, Ryu is so prepared, but Paco, yeah, he's so prepared.
yeah, exactly. It looks like he'll do. Oh, he loses one. Oh no.
Paco,
Paco, please.
Paco.
Oh my god.
Paco, why Paco always do this? What?
The
Paco!
queen. Okay.
Oh my god, Ryu, why? Paco and Ryu, why?
Ay. I was so confused why Paco was morphing an Archon in the mineral line. Like, it was so risky.
Well, it was to save 1DT, but maybe make the Archon pick the War Prism and then recall. For not lose anything, but
yeah, because in the end he still lost the DTs, and I mean he's he's looking to be a little bit aggressive. He does get a couple workers.
What are you doing? Well, what we can do without Paquito? Some Paquito's action.
Yeah, look. If Pacomike wasn't here, we'd have a standard PvZ, and that's not what we want, okay? We want Paquito's making sure we're alive, you know? He's making sure our heart's pumping, right? Like...
Imagine Paquito making the classic 2-target boy reads nowadays. But maybe he can do it, but I don't think so, because, Paquito, he doesn't like that strat so much.
Yeah, we don't see any Stargates whatsoever. He's trying to be aggressive with... Oh my... No!
Oh my god, losing another Archon.
Oh,
but
god.
like, it's so bad for Paquito Mike.
Loses an Archon, takes a shot to the War Prism as well. We do see Roaches on the way, Roach speed +1. And yeah, Ryu, he's looking to be pretty aggressive. Like, he's looking to try and hit the third.
Yeah, and I think this could make something, but nah, Paquito has a wall to make some time. 4 fields immortal. This is okay for.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Sure, he didn't have any shield batteries, but he has plenty of armies. He's got 3 immortals. He has to be careful though. Again, he kind of wasted a bunch of force fields, a lot of lost energy, and Ryu, he's continuing to reinforce, continuing to pump out more Ravagers.
Yeah, this is so good for Paquito because he's making now second Robo, the Robo Bay. He will crush the Roach technology, but what we have, like... Oh, I engage.
Oh my god, yeah, nice force fields. He does cut up the army. A lot of Ravagers go down, and as you said, Pacomike, he just absolutely destroys that army. Yeah,
that is so good for Paquito, but we have the Roach Burrow movement there. And some slow lots.
Yeah, charged only just now starting. Maybe Paco thought he had it earlier. So the Zealots are getting pushed away. But yeah, very interesting style here. Like burrow and movement for the Roaches. Really interesting. We'll see if Ryu survives long enough to use them.
Yeah, but if Paquito's now make... And if Ryu could make... will be so bad for him.
This is scary. All the sentries are dead for Pacomike. No more force fields, so maybe Ryu can get on top of this army.
Oh, spotted. Oh my god, no! Paquito! Too close to make a ball near to his stalkers.
Yeah.
Ay.
That was so close. Meanwhile, the Roaches are getting into the main base. Still no detection for Paco. He's throwing down some cannons.
But already he has some stalkers. They're damaged, but he's ready.
Oh god, he is ready. Meanwhile, the main army is looking to hit the third base. There's not a lot of Zerg here, so Ryu does have to be careful, but we do have more roaches getting in.
Oh, this will be so bad for Paquito. He maybe can... Paquito, please. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that was close, but we have Infestation Pit and High Release. I think it means.
Yeah, we all know what it means. I mean, Ryu, he wants to get into those Hydras, into those Lurkers, but he has to be careful because Pacomike, like, he's got some momentum. Oh!
Yeah, I don't like the Lurkers right now because Paquito gonna have a lot of disruptors. Well, just 3 right now. He needs to make more, but this will be a very good army for Paquito to destroy Ryu.
Exactly. Like Ryu, he needs to just survive right now, and he's forced to make Roach Ravager. He's trying to take up Lurker Den is on the way, but he's not going to get any Lurkers out in time.
No, of course not. Especially without the upgrade, Lurkers are not so good against this. But Paquito, you are eating the Billies. You have to be careful.
Exactly, he's eating the biles, but you know what? Ryu is eating the disruptor shots. Like, the purification novas have been so good for Pacomike, and Pacomike, he does have to be careful, but again, he should be okay. It's always dangerous when he pushes out without a War Prism.
Yeah. And he has Link, so he can... oh my god, the disruptor only 2 Ravager. Oh my god, the money shot, but I think Paquito can still go on. Ryu is deflecting this so well, but we have some Zealots in the other can of the map.
And this time with charge as well. At the same time, the main army is trying to deny this fourth base.
Oh my god. The shots are okay, are not insane, but is Paquito gonna do it?
It looks like Ryu should be able to hold here. We have a couple of reinforcements. And yeah, there are too many Stalkers in the end. Where's the, like, this is everything that Ryu has.
Yeah, but the Hydras are coming out, and Paquito now needs something else. Oh my god, a disruptor!
Wow. Oh, that was so... Yeah, the target fire there was...
Oh my god, very good disrupt shot there for Paquito, but now we have Vipers on the way. The what is that?
Lurker?
Upgrade? The adaptive talent?
Yes, adaptive talons is on the way as well. Really interesting that he prioritizes adaptive talons, not Lurker range. Yeah, interesting choice there. But the Lurkers are out. There's only 1 disruptor.
The snipes are so good. Just 1 roach, but we have a run by of Zealots again in the natural. So good for Paquito.
Yeah, exactly. Pacomike, he takes out the 4th base, and he gets a nice run by, able to distract the army. And if Paco wants, he can do a little bit more here. He doesn't have detection, so he has to be careful with how he deals with Lurkers.
Yeah. And I like what is Paquito doing. He's then making some immortals now. He's preparing for the Lurkers.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, like, he just has such a solid army. He's trading so well. Six drones went down. The War Prism gets into the main.
Wow. Paquito is doing it.
Yeah. Like,
he's now making a lot of immortals, storms. He already +3 attack. Wow, so fast. He's making a 5th. I'm gonna say Lurker instead of a Ryu, but well, it's the same.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Ryu's just being starved out. Like, he's... Oh my god, the purification novas. There are a couple of yoinks, which is great, but you know what? Pacomike, he can afford to lose a couple of disruptors.
Yeah, he has 4 now. He has any Templar? Yeah, there you go. 3 High Templars, and he's gonna donate an immortal? No. Oh, Paquito is on point.
Exactly. To be fair, Ryu, he finally does get his 4th again. So now he can kind of afford this army, but there is a small window here where Pacomike, he has a massive supply lead, and he's been pretty aggressive. And unlike someone like Terran, Pacomike, he knows when he's ahead, and hey, he's gonna go in.
Yeah. Well, that is bad too because Paquito overextend a lot of times.
True.
But I think now he's okay to do this. But well,
Ooh,
I think
nice.
the nice call for Paquito now is to make some carriers.
Yeah, it would be really good. There we go. Stargates are on the way. Meanwhile, beautiful feedbacks on the Vipers. They have no energy. Nice purification novas.
Yeah, very nice there for Paquito. And I don't know. Okay, there are some joints, there are some good trades for Ryu, but that's all. That's all that Ryu has.
Yeah, it's just he just doesn't have enough energy. He just can't do anything with his Vipers. The storms are beautiful. The novas once again.
Wow. Paquito was controlling the High Templar Disruptor so good at the same time. And GG. The Alpha X player is taking map number 1. And to be fair, Paquito always is good. Always is good with any style, with DTs, with a robo opening, with blink opening, whatever. Paquito always is good in PvZ. I don't know how he can work with it because when I don't know, in this meta, I will not make anything than to Stargate boy rates. But Paquito can make this and still win against a very good Zerg player.
Yeah. Like Paco, he can be so good again. There's a reason why Paco, he is the best Protoss player in all of Latino America right now. He has taken it. Yeah, he has taken that mantle from El Oscuro, from Darkness. It's all about Pacomike, and we see why. Like, he's such a good player. We have seen him even take games, and even every now and then he takes series off of Cham. Like, he's got it in him on a good day, you know, when he's in like 100% form. And we saw him just pretty easily take a game off of Ryu.
Yeah, it was worth it, but it's normal. It's normal because he's playing against Ryu, a very solid macro player. You never or rarely gonna kill Ryu with an all-in or cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. And we'll see how we go from here as we are getting ready to get into game number 2. Just waiting for all of our casters to get in here. But Pacomike looking really strong right now. But something important to bear in mind. Pacomike has really good PvZ. How is his PvT looking?
Yeah, I was wondering that the same thing in my head. I think the best opponent for Paquito in the finals is, of course, Jim Rising.
Yeah.
Because Jimbo always struggle against Zerg, but versus Protoss, but against Protoss that are playing with void rates. I don't know if he will be struggling against an opening with DTs or an opening with Blink or something like that.
True. Very true. Jim famously has been struggling against Skytoss. He's just been falling apart pretty badly to it.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to play against the Skytos.
Yeah. But as you said, because Pacomike has a different style, maybe Jim Rising still has a chance there. But of course, the big scary opponent right now, the big enigma is El Borracho. Chaos Fate, he's up there as well, a very strong Terran player. And I don't know where to place Pacomike with his PvT.
Yeah, true. But we are entering in Pilares de Oro or Pillars of Gold, and we have in the upper left the Perutaliano or the
Italiano?
Italiano? I don't know. We have from Peru and Italia, Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Mexican Protoss. He's blue, representing Alpha X. It is Pacomike.
And these two players know them a lot because Paquito is not scouting, and Ryu is playing with the greedy overlord, the fierce overlord. The fierce overlord normally goes to the natural to avoid the cannon rushes, but he directly go to the base of Paquito because he knows that Paquito doesn't make cannon rush. And then he left the second overlord on the natural. That is so important. That is the classic standard opening of a Zerg to get that overlord in the natural. But Paquito is not even scouting. That is so ballsy against Zerg bot. Ooh,
Yeah,
but we have
mate.
the
Exactly. He's not scouting, but he does have a probe out on the map, hidden in the top left-hand corner of the map. Are you thinking? What do you when the Cybercore finishes? Are you thinking Twilight Council? Maybe Stargate.
No. It could be something with he's not making the second pylon proxy.
Okay.
Or late gate with some pressure. Could be too. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see. He is still getting out his warp gate. He hasn't delayed it at all. We still haven't seen him do anything with the probe. I don't know. Maybe he just sent it out there just to send it out there. We'll see. We'll see.
I think this is a late opening with the gate without the robo. I think that. How many workers are in the gas? Could be another pressure with a proxy gate without the robo. But Ryu is scouting.
Yeah. Ryu is sending some links to the top left-hand side of the map. Again, this is a very common proxy location, so it makes sense for him to check, but there is no proxy. So, I mean, he's not really going to find too much.
Not gonna see it. Oh, that is so bad for Ryu.
Yeah,
But Glaives? Paquito?
yeah, he's going for
Wow.
Blink. Yeah.
That was talking about in the interlude. Paquito could do anything against Serhan and still win.
Interesting. I mean, what's important is that Ryu hasn't got into the main base to scout yet. He doesn't really know what's coming, and even if he goes in and he sees the Twilight Council, like the obvious thing that you would assume is Glaives for Glaive Adepts. That's kind of what you would expect.
Now, if Ryu make a free sport, he's dead. Because he needs that resources to make some units, because this will hit so hard. Well, it's gonna be only 4 gates now. Fifth one, maybe 6. Do you think a 5th or 6th gate with the full stalkers?
Yeah, I would assume at least a 6th gate. As oh boy, here we go. The stalkers are starting to be warped in, and Ryu is still in the dark. Yeah, he is sending his lings, and he will see this. Oh no!
No! I can't believe it! Live. I can't. This is so bad. This is so bad for Ryu. I think Ryu gonna die.
Yeah, feels bad, man. He has no idea what's happening right now. Yeah, exactly. He's getting ready. He's throwing down spores just because he's blind. He doesn't know what's coming. He has no idea about these stalkers. And what does Ryu have to defend? He has a roach warren to pump out some roaches. He has no spine. He has a couple of lings. God, this is worst case scenario for Ryu. Best case scenario for Pacomike.
But I don't know. Even with roaches, he can do anything. Queens to tank. He needs a lot of tanks, and wow, this is gonna work for Paquito. Like.
Yeah, the queen does go down. The third is completely cut off from everything else. The boys are being pulled. Ryu knows how desperate the situation is.
Wow. This never gonna work, but Paquito is... I don't know, he know a lot, but Paquito is overextending.
Yeah.
Always.
The lings are getting really nice rounds, and the lings will clean everything up.
Paquito, you have it. You don't have to push that hard. Yeah. Only with links. That is the sad part of all. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, Pacomike is just barely being able to hold on. I love this. He's starting to incorporate a couple of adepts to help keep those stalkers alive.
Yeah. I don't know. Still, Ryu is in danger, but Ay, ay, ay. Paquito overstanding again with the blink that was so bad. He can now micro him. But the depths are doing the job.
Yeah, they were doing the job to tank for the Stalkers, but all the Adepts are dead, and now the Lings are coming out. They get us around.
Yeah, but now we have so many Adepts now, and maybe Paquito can do it?
It's really hard. It's really hard to tell. The Lings are getting in again. A couple of Roaches are coming out as well to help out for Ryu. 3 Queens at a time.
Yeah, and Ryu is making any... He's making all the queens, all the units, and be careful with the builds. And oh my god!
Oh boy! All the Adepts are getting taken out. Now we have Roaches and Ravagers, and with this Ryu, he should be fine. He should be able to hold.
Yeah, unfortunately for Paquito, the blinks are not the good decision. The aggressive blinks was so bad.
Yes, exactly. Very overconfident. I think he probably thought that he won. He's like, oh my god, I'm doing it. Then he blinks forward, and because of that, he pays the price. He's getting pushed away. He is still committing to this. Like, he's 100% all in. And
he still have some potential, but Ryu is getting stronger and stronger.
Ooh, yeah. Nice focus fire, but the Lings, they do so well here.
I don't know, there's a lot of Stalkers right now. The Roaches are not as good as the Ravagers or the Lings against the Blink Stalkers, but Paquito has to be careful with the micro. That's all. The micro is the thing to win for Paquito. Oh, the Billies in the Links. Oh my god.
Yeah. The blink
forward blink. Paquito, please.
Oh my god. It looks like he's reinforcing it. Pacomike, he can still break his opponent. I think one of the other big things here is like there's almost no creep spread on the left hand side. Like it's very difficult for Ryu to just keep pushing back. And now all the Links get taken out. Can he do it? Can he do it?
Oh,
stop breaking forward! Stop!
I'm gonna be so fucking bad again. The game finish. Paquito, why? Why you do that?
He's looking so good that he blinks into Lings. Stop! Stop, Paco!
I'm Pacomike in the chat, please.
Oh god. Paco, he's trying his best to lose this game. Can he do it? Can he do it? We'll see. He's blinking back.
He's eating miles. Why? Paquito, stop. Paquito, get out of Paquito's body, please. No! Why
God.
again? Why? Stop it!
The Lings are getting on top of the Stalkers.
But still, Paquito can maybe do it.
Yo,
He's gonna get the first. He's gonna get the first. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And he does blink back into the safety. Especially again, like there's no creep here, so he can actually continue to siege his position. And he still has a chance. He still has it. He's doing it.
He has another hit now. He can do it. He's destroying all the Lings without. I think Ryu is dead. And now Paquito is up in supply.
He's up
and
in
of course another break.
Yeah, and I think Paco, he's gotten to the point where even if he does blink forward, I think he's okay. There it is. He forces Ryu to cancel his base. A couple of Overlords are being taken out as well. And Ryu, he's getting ready for... Oh, he's actually sending his Lings across the map. Oh, God.
It could be something because Paquito has opened the door.
He has opened the door. There's nothing here, so the Lings could slip into the natural. Meanwhile, can Ryu hold at his own?
Oh my god, the Biles was just barely there. And another forward blink for Paquito and Ping.
Yeah, all the Ravagers go down. A couple of Queens and Roaches are going to be able to push this away, but a lot of drones are going down. So Paco, he's trading so well, and the Lings actually came back home to defend.
23, 22 drones. So bad.
Oh my god, exactly. Now, Paco, he can blink as much as he wants. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Back. Let's Get the fuck off. Link on top of that hatchery and you're gonna win.
Ay. Paco, sure, Ryu, sure, like he's stopping the army for now, but we got the reinforcements in. There we go.
And GG. I'm so tilted and impressed. How he win with that? How? Explain that, please.
The problem is that, like, because Paco won the game, in Paco's head he's like, yo, I played so well. Like he's thinking he did good, and he's gonna keep doing it, you know. He's like, yeah, I should aggress even more. I should be even more aggressive with my blinks. It's like, mate.
Please. But well, Paquito against in a final of Sentimiento Latino is a classic one to have Paquito in the finals. Maybe a Paquito versus Rancio, but I think Chaos Fate is in a very good shape right now. It's gonna be so hard for Jimena.
Yeah, I think so as well. What I will say though is that Jim Rising, he showed that he can be very aggressive in his series against Terran. Like, he can go for these all-ins, he can go for these roach timings and stuff like that. I think that stuff like that could work against Chaos Fate. I think in a longer game, Jim Rising will struggle a little bit more against Chaos Fate, but, you know, with some all-ins, with some roach timings, Jim can do it.
Yeah, of course. Paquito was saying me that he was thinking of good blinks, but Paquito. There is no good blink in that game. Well, maybe 2 or 3 blinks, but no comments.
Yeah. Pacomike, he I mean, GG. He won.
Yeah,
He goes to the finals. Some questionable blinks with his decision making. He definitely needs to work on that. Because of that, he made it closer than it should have been. That could have been a much cleaner, much easier game, but because Pacomike was involved, it was very close.
Because Pacomike was being Pacomike. But well, we're gonna jump now in Chaos Fate against Jimena, Jim Rising.
Oh boy. Here we go. Some juicy
ZVT. What do you think? We're gonna have some revenge?
I think, I hope so. I hope Jim Rising is angry. He's upset. He's like, yo, you two owed me. Like it was pretty embarrassing. So Jim Rising is gonna come out with some all-ins, some timings, and it could work.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, because we was seeing some all-ins against Terran, some unorthodox strategies, and was working good for Jimena.
Yeah, it definitely was.